Now, this next story is just a bit risque. We'd like to introduce you to some spirited senior citizens at Pleasant Point Assisted Living in Barberton who decided to show a little skin, but it's all for a good cause.
It's no fashion house, no photography studio. It is, as it appears, an assisted living facility, this one on the outskirts of Barberton. But inside,
well, you've got to excite somebody sometime.
at 97 years old, Anna Robbinger, aka Miss November, was one of 17 residents at the Pleasant Point Assisted Living Center willing to take a chance to bear it all, sort of, for a nudie calendar, all to help children. And yes, it was exciting.
Well, at first I was a little shocked. When she told me I was going to be naked, I said, well, I don't know about that.
The idea was borrowed, but the sentiment of raising money for children was genuine and a tribute of sorts to the 30-year efforts of former Barberton school nurse and philanthropist Esther Ryan.
So it's time to go to school, but there's not enough money to buy shoes, so Mom would just keep them home. And then when I saw kids coming to school in their mother's shoes, you know, that just broke my heart, these little ones. I had to find somehow to get shoe funds started.
That was in the early 80s. She begged and borrowed the first donations, bought the first set of shoes, and it just never stopped.
So this really is a community effort then in Barberton.
Well, if it wasn't for the community and the good hearts of Barberton.
Everybody in Barberton knows about the shoe
Yeah,
fund.
they do.
And everybody here knows Esther Ryan, who was honored by President George Bush as one of his 1,000 points of light for her effort to shoe the children. So it was to raise money for the charity that the Calendar of Nude Seniors was created. 90-year-old Joe Pyle joined me in the center soda shop to recreate her calendar pose.
Had you done any modeling before?
You kidding? No,
But you're ready now for the runway.
I am. Right after we did the calendar, we did a video.
We never realized it was going to be this great. I was so glad that people enjoyed it as much as we did, and all the publicity we got. Plus, it was just wonderful to know that we had helped make all this money for such a good cause.
All this money? Yes, money that rolled in from not only around town, but from around the world. $8,000 and counting. 91 years old or not, Regina Ganay, aka Miss October, and her fellow pinups had touched our souls, raising money for new souls.
It was nice to see them having so much fun. And they still are.
Eileen Morris lives here now, but used to run the place. Took her Miss July shot in her old office. And she wasn't the only one to point out what we should have guessed.
Now, I know you weren't really naked in those pictures, but it looked that way. What did the family think?
Well, you know what? I've got a little 3-year-old granddaughter, and when they showed her the calendar, when it come to October, she says, "That's Grandma, and she's naked."
From the oversized exercise balls in January right to the gift-wrapped seniors of December, the frivolity brought a spirit the seniors said was electric, and Barberton gave them the support they've given to Esther for decades. But she wanted it known this is not the end.
There's still a lot to do. Everyone used to tell me you can't save the world, but there's a lot to be done out there to help the children.
And plans are already underway for Pleasant Point's 2016 calendar. Get your reservations in now.